Hey Hotkeys, Andilippi here, back with an advanced OBS tutorial. And I know what you're thinking, I'm not wearing a flowery t-shirt. I don't know where they all are, they've all been robbed, but we're not here for that. We're here to learn about controlling time and go in slow motion like... Yeah, I did that all live in OBS at a touch of a button. That was insane, right? So make sure you like this video, subscribe, because there's so many more helpful tutorials on this channel. If there's anything you want to know, drop it down in the comments below. Put your rock over the stone. Let's go! Right then, so before we get into it, with every single plugin that we ever use, we need to get it installed. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to go straight into the OBS website. This link is going down below. Exeldro's made this plugin. Absolute legend. If you don't know who Exeldro is, you need to go and check out some more of my videos because his plugins are insane. Also, make sure any plugins on here, drop them a rate, drop them a little message, all that jazz. You know what to do. But this is the plugin that we're going to be using today, Dynamic Delay. We just need to hit download, and then it's pretty much available for every platform, the Windows 32, Linux, Mac OS, and also Windows 64, because he's a legend like that. So once that's downloaded, we're going to open it up, the file. You've got two different folders here, data and OBS plugins. We're just going to copy them, and then go to your C drive. It should be in either Program Files or Program Files 86, and we're going to look for OBS-Studio. We'll click into that, and then paste. I've already got mine installed, so it's going to ask me if I want to replace. I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm currently using OBS. Make sure you restart OBS once that's all installed, and once we're in OBS, you'll see this. This is going to look a little weird now because I'm filming OBS with OBS, so this is a little bit delayed from what you're seeing. So I've got my main scene here, and a source, which I'm using my webcam. But I haven't actually got another webcam, so I'm using OBS Ninja. So if you don't know what that is, it allows me to put my camera on wirelessly. So I'm using my iPhone, and I can put that directly straight onto the stream just using a browser source. If you want to see that video, check it out just up here. So once you've got your camera set up, it can be any source. It doesn't have to be a camera. We're going to right-click it, go to Filters. On Effect Filters, press plus, and you're going to see, where is it? Dynamic Delay. Press Dynamic Delay. I'm just going to call it that for now. So once we're in the filters with Dynamic Delay, you've got plenty of options just here. The duration is how long the buffer size is going to be. I'm going to put that as 5 seconds. The longer that you leave that, say 10 seconds, the more RAM it's going to use. So obviously be cautious on if you've got limited RAM, etc. Especially if you're gaming on the same PC, you will struggle with something like this. The ease-in is the ease-in curve, which you'll be able to see all the different curves just on this website, easeins.net. You'll be able to see how they work, and it'll give you a rough idea. The best thing that I always do is just try them out. Just try them out, try each one, and you'll find the right thing for you. Because the ease-in, what this one is going to do is with the ease-in duration, it's going to ease in on that time change. So when we're going backwards, it's going to ease to say 200%. So the same speed, it's going to ease to each change, if that does make any sense at all. You'll be able to see it and tinker about with that as much as you want. So I've got a slow forward, which I put as 50% as default because that's half the speed. You've got fast forward, which is 200%, which is double the speed. Slow, -50, and fast backwards is -200. We've got a text source at the bottom here. I just need to close this for a second and add a text source. So add a text source just here. I'm just going to call it text GDI2 and press OK. So that's just added a blank text box. Go back to your webcam filters or whichever one that you're using the dynamic delay on. Go to text source and you'll be able to see the one that you've created there. And so it'll show you pretty much all this weird stuff that you're seeing right now on screen. It's going to make it a little bit smaller so you can see it a little bit better. So you can see the speed that we're going at the moment, 100%. The target speed of what we're wanting is 100%, and the time difference is 0 seconds because we're live. This is happening now, as you can see with me up here. So we are going to be able to monitor how I change this. The next thing we need to do, go to File and go to Settings, Hotkeys, and we're going to add some hotkeys in. So I've added them in already. So we've got skip, begin, all the way down to pause. And I've just put them on control 1 to 9. You can have any you want. It's just that I have preset this up so I can use it on my Stream Deck, so I can manipulate really easy for the purpose of this video. So I'm going to be using all these buttons here. As you can see, the slow forward, fast forward, and you're going to be able to see all the changes just up here in this text. And that is it. You're now the god of time, and you can manipulate as much as you want. So if I want to go, say, backwards right now, I can play backwards at normal speed. And how crazy is that? So now I've gone backwards. So we're total of 5 seconds behind, because that is the buffer size. If I made that 10 seconds, we'd be 10 seconds behind. But now we're 5 seconds behind. There's a couple of things that we can do. So I can go, say, fast forward. This will then be moving that buffer, because with 5 seconds behind, it can fast forward through that until we're back at main time. We are live. If I press, say, we'll go slow backwards. This is actually play us going backwards until we get to that 5 second timer, and then we'll be able to start playing forward again. Is this making sense? If I press fast forward, go back up, straight into full time again here. Easy as that. And then we press fast backward, we can go backwards 200% as well to get the 5. See how I'm using this 5 second window where I can manipulate the time. There are two other handy hotkeys on there, which is skip begin and skip end. Skip end takes us directly live instantly. Skip begin goes straight to the beginning of that 5 second buffer. Is that making sense? Hopefully that really does. It can be quite complicated and a little bit complex, because you're kind of like messing with time in the past, and then you've got to make sure that all your other sources are matching that as well. It can be a bit confusing, but it's nothing that you can't solve. I mean, if you've got any questions, you can let me know down in the comments below. Exeldro has said that he's going to be adding some more features to this plugin. At the moment, it only works for the video. We can't add audio on there, so your audio is going to be out of sync, unfortunately, but it is something that he's looking to add a later date. I've tried messing about trying to get it to work with audio, but it just absolutely hammered the RAM on my computer, and my CPU was like, what are you doing? Stop doing these stupid things. But that is going to be coming later on in the future, so stay tuned for that. I'll be doing some more videos on this plugin, so make sure you are subscribed. There's plenty of other tips and tricks on this YouTube channel, so please subscribe. Like I say, like the video if I've helped you out. Put your rock over the stone. I'll see you soon. Much love.